Hey guys, it's Max. How's everyone doing? I'm glad I'm indoors today. It would not be a very nice day to be outdoors. Now, I haven't done a prediction show yet. It's 3:02, so the market's been closed 2 minutes. I hope like hell they haven't announced yet. I just checked the internet and I just checked and Defiance hasn't announced yet. So let's take a look at how these funds finished up the day. Then we'll also look at how they finished up the month and try to nail down a prediction. And then you guys can ask me questions if you want, if you have any or whatever. All right, so let's start. Let's see how the day. Let's look at the day as a whole. Okay, so unfortunately, let's go to the charts first. Now, this is the daily chart of the NASDAQ, and you can see on the daily NASDAQ chart, NASDAQ was down pretty big. It was down more than a point. So we'll switch it down to the 30 minute, but I can, guarantee you this is going to be a full loss on the NASDAQ, or no such thing as a full loss. I guess if it goes to zero, it's a full loss. But in any event, let's see, that's 24-hour NASDAQ. Here's cash NASDAQ with the profit box. And you can see the first period of the day we were inside of the profit box. And since then, not even close. So that's going to be a loss. We'll look at the spreadsheet in a second. Not a very good way to end the month. Same thing with the SPX. These guys trade JEP traders trade SPX options. Bad way to finish off the month. Let's look over here at Russell. IWMY trades this, and this was a full profit, and I mean a nice full profit. So let's look at the spreadsheet. I didn't know if I understood that. So the spreadsheet said triple QI, $2 million loser. We sold options for $77. This is the strike price, 18,770. We had to cover them for $231 today. And the market's not even really closed yet. That's kind of a running total. That's where it is right now at this point in time. The market actually is closed. My quotes update 20 minutes behind. So depending on how they're updating, it's still moving a little bit. But I think the most of the bad news is in for the day. Well, all right. So let's just look at the 5-minute spreadsheet. Let's see. The good thing is we have all green on the left. That means these funds all outperformed the benchmark as far as the market's concerned. That's great. Great job. Moral victory, I guess, when you lose $2 million on triple QI. But triple QI lost $2 million. JEPY lost 700,000. That's the SPX chart I showed you. And then Russell, IWMY traders trade Russell options. And those were, they're selling puts. It's a bullish strategy. Russell was up big today. Definitely the tale of two markets. Russell's small stocks and, NASDAQ and S&P are big stocks. Russell's up nearly 93 basis points while NASDAQ is down more than 1%. Wow. Here's a 24-hour chart of Russell just to show you the difference. 24-hour chart Russell, 24-hour chart NASDAQ. Typically, the indexes go the same direction, but generally, but not always. Okay, let's see USO. Now we have USOY. It trades on this. It's a Defiance fund now. I guess I forgot to draw today's profit box in there. I'm sorry. They sold the 76. I believe they're short the 76 put for Friday right now. I'll have it on there tomorrow. My apologies. We'll look at TLT. TLT gapped down yesterday. Then gapped up today. It's right in the middle. Check out a little Bitcoin. Oh, look at Bitcoin trying to blow up. Let's look at all right, Coinbase just kind of grinded sideways today. Or Coney grinded sideways, but Coney and Coinbase. Same thing with Tesla and Tesla and crash. AMD grind sideways. Now, NVIDIA finally started to pull back a little bit, kind of closed, or it's closing close to the lows. NVIDIA showing some rare, is selling off for once. We'll look at MSTR. It's selling off big time, down nearly 5%. Wow, that's strange, especially considering the Bitcoin was up. We looked at Bitcoin, it was up, but it was pulling back. It had blown up and then pulled back. Maybe some news is in the market. Well, here's Amazon. Golly, it looks like that was a fake breakout. I was hoping it would break out of this bull wedge. And I guess that was a fake out, not a breakout. Well, maybe they'll try it again here in a little bit. You know, maybe they'll mount another rally here in a while. Okay, so let's talk Turkey. Let's talk estimates. That's what you guys are here for. I don't know. I want to get some more people on, though. Before we do that, I want to talk about something else. There's something we need to talk about. It's never good news when a girl tells you that. There's something we need to talk about. There's never good news when your mom tells you that. It's never good news when your boss tells you that. Never good news when anyone tells you that. Hey, Mike, there's something I really need to talk to you about. You know, sit down. It's not good news. You don't want to know. All right, I'm just joking. No, seriously, I do have good news. I've been promising forever to make a video, and I've been trying to make other videos, and I haven't had time to. But I did want to mention real quick this uranium fund. It's URAX. I haven't even looked at it yet. This is the first time I looked at it. Now, I noticed it's in the Defiance. It's right under USOY. It's even more recent than that. Now, I mean, I've noticed it, but other than noticing it, I don't know anything about it. So we'll look at it together real quick. I'm going to take about 3 minutes. We'll look at it and see what it does. I wasn't initially real interested in it because as soon as I see 2 times long, that kind of fund isn't interesting to me. It just, I mean, or, you know, and not that it can't have a tactical use, but I'm not a uranium bull particularly. I'm not a bear either. I don't know. But if this were a yield fund, with my channel, I'm trying to add value where I can. And I think that the option strategy part of it is kind of my niche, you know, the dailies versus weeklies versus monthlies and that kind of stuff. And, you know, kind of the no bullshit math type stuff is kind of my little niche about no free money and stuff. You know, there's just too many ETFs coming out every day to come on every one of these. If this were a yield fund, I'd be all over it. I don't think it is. But anyway, let's look at it. The daily target 2X long uranium ETF fund seeks leveraged investments, results of 200% of the daily percentage change in the share price of Global X Uranium ETF. Oh, URA. Okay. See, I've never even heard of that ETF. So it's just a leveraged version of URA. Well, I wonder if someone could put out a URAY, you know, I'm thinking of all kinds of middle school jokes about the planet Uranus. Anyway, I can't even get past that. I'm so immature. But anyway, someone just come out with the fund, and you could call it, you know, the Uranus fund. No, but it could be a yield fund based on URA. I don't know if they have a active option pit, but in any event, yeah, I don't know. I'm just let's see what the expense ratio, 95%. I mean, all they're doing is buying this and leveraging it. I don't know. I'm sure this would be a great fund if you were a bull in the uranium space. Let me know what you guys think. Unless they sell options, it just doesn't interest me. I'm sorry about that, guys. I can't even fake interest in it, but that does nothing for me. All right. Well, I'm just going to try to stick to my wheelhouse. Okay. So I've been decent at predicting dividends. Let's put the disclaimer out, you know, don't go buy these because I guess it's too late now. Don't buy these in the aftermarket, or I think it's not too late. If you bought them in that market, don't buy these because of anything I say. Oh my gosh. I mean, please, for the love of God. Let's just look kind of how the estimates kind of varied over time. Let's go back here to, oh, this is pretty sweet here. I got some stuff out of sequence. You got to love that. That's professionalism at its finest. Okay, well, the oldest one is right here. We started at $1 for IWMY, okay, and 88 cents for triple QI. And then from there, we went to $1.20 for IWMY and, 96 cents for triple QI. We had some really big days there at the start. May 9th, okay, 97, okay, May 10th. Okay, so, but then it started coming down. Then by May 10th, it was only 90 cents on IWMY and only 70 cents on triple QI. And then it was only 69 cents. And when this went up to 91 cents. And then we have old Jep. No one cares about Jeppy's like, Jan Brady, the middle kid. No one cares. I love that fund. I like all these funds, but Jeppy, most times when you check, Jeppy outperforms Jep I. And that's saying something because Jep I is a great ETF. Okay. I checked the other day and it was still outperforming Jep I. Let's look at this. So then the dividends stay consistent. The estimates stay consistent. Then on May 15th, we went to 97 cents, which was going the right direction on IWMY. 71 cents going the other way on triple QI. Then 95 cents on IWMY on the 16th, 95 cents on the 17th, 95 on the 20th, 95. Are we frozen on 95? I guess we're frozen on 95. Okay, yeah, this is great. We're frozen on 95, but then it went down to 82 all of a sudden. Okay, well, let's look at the real sheet. This is just the consolidation of it. I think there was I believe there was an error I found on the sheet, and I had to manually override one of these prices in here. One of the intrinsics was showing as negative, and it was showing all extrinsic, and that's not possible. There, you can't have negative intrinsic. Negative intrinsic is free money. Anyway, so after I fixed that, unfortunately, it revised the dividend to 82 cents. Let's look at our extrinsic capture here. So here's our let's see. Let me do it like this. Okay, here's the amount of extrinsic we capture every day. And we had some gigantic captures at the beginning. Is also why it was bigger. It's not only because of the error. But then as we went down, the average did come down because we had one day that we did a 2-day option. So anyway, that hurt our average. We had another day that it was only $84,000 somehow. I checked the math on that one again, and that was right. But anyway, that's what's brought our average down. So I'm sorry if anyone that has that. I'm not trying to, it looks like 82 cents is solid. Let me check and make sure the math is right. Yeah, 117. All right. So 82 cents is the number. Mine aren't really estimates. They're calculations. So that's the calculation. Anyway, let's look at JEPY. JEPY's, let me see here. Row 117. That's right. Row 117. That should be right. Okay. All right, we're going to go with 59 cents. I don't know why it's showing less. It has something to do with how many days are in the month, and I think this one had one more actually. It's a long story, but at this point, we're just going to use the full extrinsic, and that's what I did on the last one. So we're going to say 59 cents unless we find any type of errors. I'm going to look through this real fast, look at these amounts. I mean, when you capture, nearly $500,000, That's why these estimates were more at the first of the month. Look at these obscene extrinsic amounts, 300, 400, 200. Then as we go down lately, we had 197, 121, 69,000, 193, 122. Now we had some big ones too. We had a 397 in there and a 260. But lately the volatility's just been coming down. So unfortunately, I'm going to say, gosh, I hate to do that, but I'm going to say 59 cents on that one, Okay. USOY, I don't think they're declaring until next time. So that's what the website, that's what Defiance says, right? Let's look here real quick. Declaration day, 6/28. So it's not till next month. Okay. So let's look at the IWMY. Sorry, I don't have one on SPY-T, but I mean, it's disingenuous to even make one. And on Tress is almost like watching paint dry. It's just not that fun to watch, in my opinion. But Tress does its job. It's just waiting for a volatility explosion. But on any given day during the summer, it's going to be like watching paint dry. And it's been like watching paint dry recently, or the whole time, basically. They've had one or two little tick ups in bond volatility, and in any event, that one's just kind of a slow bleed. And I told Jay that when I saw him, I said, I'm scared that's going to bleed to death. Convinced me it's not going to bleed to death. All right. So let's look at this one, triple QI. Okay. So first let's go, let's look at all the extrinsics. And well, first of all, I'm going to look and make sure the formulas are catching the latest data. Yeah, they are. Okay. 80 cents. Boy, this, I guess this isn't as bad as the other ones, but, the JEPY one was really kind of light. I mean, I guess the IWMY was the one that's really kind of light. Yeah, man. Okay. I'm going to go back and let's look at the, hang on. I'm going to try something here. All right. Well, I got this up a little bit. We're at 83 cents on IWMY. There's just got to be, I mean, that is just super light. I'm just looking for anything that could be a typo or something. Anyway, okay. Well, that's my final answer. 83 cents on that one. 59 cents on JEPY. I'm going to look. Let me look one more time. Okay, yeah, 59 cents on JEPY. Okay, now triple QI. So the formula's right. Let's check out these captures. Let's see. So we had 700,000, 800,000, million, 6, 6, 5, 3. Okay, negative 53. So that sets off alarm bells. That's not right. So they sold an option for 51 that day. All right. All right. Maybe that'll help a little bit. That's probably closer to reality. Okay. But yeah, unfortunately, Yeah. Hang on just a second. Let me make one more change. All right. Well, still kept it at 81 cents. Okay, so that's my final answer on that one. 81 cents. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to look at the buffer report, and then I'm also going to see if you guys have any comments for me. Hopefully, I haven't been like not showing the screen or something. Oh my God, that'd be a nightmare. What's up, retired cop? IWMY. Okay, I just made it. I already forgot what it was. It wasn't very much. Oh my God, it's the lowest it's been in forever. And I looked and tried to make it higher. I tried to make sure there was no number. I think it was something crazy like hang on, let's go back here real quick. I was gonna say it's something crazy like 88 cents, and it's something even crazier like 83 cents. And you guys, please don't get mad at me. I've looked and looked. All right, I got it up to 88 cents. I just don't see anything else that could be an error. Anyway, all right. Well, it was a weird, maybe a Freudian slip because I was thinking 88 cents, and that's what it is. Now that I did find an error and I fixed it. 1081. This actually ought to be 781. We'll try. All right, it's still 88 cents. Okay. So for any of you guys have missed it, it's 88 cents for IWMY. For JEPY, it is 59 cents. And that's not terrible, but it's way less than last time. And for triple QY, we're looking at 81 cents, which isn't terrible. Anyway, all right. So how's everyone doing today? You guys want to check out the buffer report? Hey, what's up, CJ? I appreciate you being here. I haven't been doing many live streams lately. I've been trying to stick with just, regular type stuff. Let's look at the buffer report and kind of see how everyone's favorite funds are doing. Sorry, that wasn't much of a report on that Eurax. I mean, there's just not much strategy to a double leverage fund. I mean, if you like the underlying, have at it. I just wish they would make maybe a double leverage fund that sold options. That would be something that's just interesting to me. That the income type, component is what fascinates me about all of these strategies. So it's not that it may not be the best fund in the world. BITO is a good fund, and they don't sell any options. It's a great fund. If you're just worried about making money, you want the most total return, right? BITO has it. So I'm not knocking funds that don't sell options. I'm just saying I'm going to try to specialize in the ones that do. All right. So let's look over here and let's see what the buffer report looks like. Now, I got a comment that ULTY wasn't on here, and I was trying to make a new buffer report last weekend, and I was modifying some stuff, and I think I forgot to copy ULTY back on here, but it's not an intentional overlook. I mean, I love the idea of ULTY. I don't have any, but look at that. It's up. It's the best fund of the day, and it's because I added it back into the report. Look at that, up 1.5%. I mean, that's pretty dang good. All right, let's see what else kind of stands out on the good side. PAPI, Poppy, that's the Morgan Stanley parametric. They call it it's something parametric. Anyway, it's a cool growth idea. TLTW, okay, that's and now TRES we were talking about. I was saying it was boring. And the other thing is, okay, the other thing is when I looked at the way they sell options, they don't even give you all of the option premium. It's like a target fund. It's not, anyway, I could keep track of all their option sales and stuff, but it wouldn't even be, it's just, I don't know. I looked into it. It's just, I don't think we're going to have much fun tracking it. I just try to track the ones that are fun. Now that one, like I say, that one has its use, but its use is going to be for a volatility event. And, lately it's been smooth selling. All right, so it's been smooth sailing for everyone except Feppy, but maybe they were ex-dividend or something. I'm not sure, but because that's a great fund, I can't imagine it was down that much today. Okay, let's look at some of these individual names. So, Moderna, mRNY, and mRNA was doing terrible yesterday and is now bouncing back today, which is good to see for them. Misty doing poorly. Nvidia doing poorly. Look at this. I like to see this. I'm kind of a Tesla fan over at TSLP fan because I like the shorter time frames and the option strategies. They're riskier, but they're more rewarding also, and I think they're worth the extra risk. Anyway, these guys use weekly that, Yield Max, and TSLP is a great company. They use monthly. Well, anyway, today Tesla outperformed TSLP. And that's rare on the way up. Typically, to be honest, the curve funds do better on bullish days. TSLP typically does better on the way up, and the opposite's true though as well. Look at Ybit having a really good day. All right, you guys have any questions, I'll answer them. Other than that, I can let you guys go. What's up, Retire on Dividends? Did you see my estimates? I didn't even watch your estimates. So mine are way low this time. Oh my gosh, you won't believe it. I keep forgetting because I keep changing them, but I think it's 88 cents on IWMY. I mean, that's 81 cents on triple QI. 88 cents. Anyway, if you're still listening, put in whatever your estimates were. 88 cents on IWMY and 59 cents on JEPY. And mine are more like calculations, but that's what the spreadsheet says, so we're going to go with it. It's not factored in the 5% for bonds. But then again, it's also not factored in that they don't always pay, that they only have to pay 90% of the profits and stuff. So I just don't factor either of those in and figure they cancel each other out. I've been getting it pretty close right on the past couple of months. On a couple of them, I'm usually right on, and one of them I usually miss by a bunch. Last time it was IWMY. Anyway. All right, so you got $1.05. Yeah, can you believe that? I didn't estimate Tress or SPY-T, but I'll go with yours. My official estimate on Tress is 34 cents, and SPY-T is 34 cents, by the way, guys. USOY, I don't think they aren't declaring, I don't think. Well, anyway, if they do declare, you have it covered. If they don't declare, we'll catch them next time. All right, yeah, thanks for putting your estimates out there. That makes the show more interactive. I'm going to show them on the screen right there instead of just talking about them. I need to act like I've run a live show before. You like my new studio? I think it's pretty cool. It's a lot cooler in here. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm hoping my IWMY estimate is way low at 88 cents. It's got to be way low. All right, Retire. Hey, thanks for checking in. I'm going to run too. I was just seeing who was there. Hey, CJ in Retired Cop, I appreciate you guys being here. $1 Million Man. Yeah, I am, and I'll do a better job. Whoever asked me to do, were you the $1 Million Man that keeps asking me to review the URAX or to at least talk about it, acknowledge it? Anyway, somebody keeps asking me that in the comments, and at least I acknowledged it. I was hoping they'd sold options. If they sell options, I'm all over it. We'll track it and everything. But if they don't sell options, it's just kind of like any other fund. And there's a million of them out there, not that they aren't great funds. All right, guys. Well, I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate Retire, if he's not here anymore, for putting his estimates up there as well. That makes the show better. If somebody hasn't seen his estimates, now they have my estimates and his estimates. I'm going to say go with his on IWMY because mine's got to be there's got to be something wrong with it. There's no way it's 88 cents, right? No way. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Later.